Changing your life and building the life that you want is never going to be easy. This is not going to happen smoothly and without problems and without real setbacks. There are going to be times when you are looking to build something different, something special, something unique, that you feel like giving up, that the motivation just isn't there. You feel embarrassed because of your lack of concrete results. You've been trying something for a long time and you're not seeing the results that you would have wanted to have seen at that point. And subconsciously you're saying to yourself, can I do it? Am I really capable of achieving my end goal? Am I really capable of having the impact that I want to have? This is 100% normal. And 99% of people who ever achieved anything that they'd set out to achieve went through this process of self-doubt, this process of questioning yourself. You know, you're putting in the hours, you're putting in the work, but you're not seeing the results that you want to see. Maybe people are saying things about you in a negative light. And because of that, you feel under pressure and you feel a little bit of embarrassment. You know, everybody can see I'm working towards this thing, but I've not got the results yet. And I'm feeling pressure. And I'm feeling like a bit of an idiot because I'm putting in all this work and I'm working on this unique thing that goes against the trend and it's not working and everybody can see it's not working. This is normal. And look, it's going to take time. It is going to take time. Anybody who sells you a course on how to do anything quickly, unless it's a very specific skill, more than not is taking advantage of you. Because in reality, for most things, there is no quick success. And even if you do get quick success, what makes you so sure that that's good for you? You know, success that is earned over a long period of time can be replicated because you went the proper way about learning the skills. But something that you just get through very little effort and often a bit of luck, it's very hard to replicate. This is why I encourage you guys to stay persistent and stick at it even when you feel like it's not working, even when you feel like you're not getting the results that you would have wanted by this point. You must keep going, even when people are maybe laughing at you, mocking you. I'll be completely transparent here. I literally last night received a no caller ID mobile call with somebody, probably somebody that I knew from where I used to live in the countryside. And essentially what they picked up and said was, oh, we've seen your TikTok. What are your ambitions for life? What are you trying to do with this? In a very condescending and Mickey-taking sort of way. Now, I find this, to be honest, quite funny because it was 10 p.m. at night and most likely the person who made that call is an adult. And I find that to be quite a sad reality. The fact that that is the best use of that person's time. And obviously they've chosen to spend their time on me. And I find that quite funny. But in a serious sense, it's quite inspiring because nobody comes at you when you're doing something insignificant. Nobody wants to knock you down when you're not up because you're not in a position to be knocked down. Nobody comes after you when you are insignificant and when what you're doing is not ruffling some feathers. There are going to be times when you are on your journey and you are climbing where people say mean shit. It might well get to you. However, you've got to go back to the very basics and ask yourself, okay, why is this person choosing to insult me or come after me? In most cases, people will only do that if they feel threatened by you. If they feel like you are leveling up and your increased performance and your results shows them a mirror that actually they're not doing enough. So the best way, or the best method they have to deal with this, is to turn it on you and insult you to try and make you feel bad, because that makes them feel better. And you've got to think, I mean, a person with that frame of mind, I mean, what a mess. What a mess. I have sympathy. I find it funny, especially if an adult is behaving in this way. It's like a child in an adult's body. But essentially, despite maybe the fact that you might feel a little bit down, a little bit paranoid when these things happen, it is a positive. It really is. Because people don't come after you when you are insignificant and you are not a threat. Or at least when they don't feel intimidated by your growth. They wouldn't say anything to you, they just ignore you. Nobody's going to come for you when you're down. So clearly you're up. So look, you're struggling right now, you're going through a bit of a rough patch, you're working really hard, you're not seeing the results that you want. And maybe people are saying things about you behind your back or making nasty comments. Your success is imminent. It really is imminent. If you put everything together, this is indicative of somebody who is about to have a big win. People do not spend time trying to cut you down when you are not up. You cannot cut down. You cannot cut down something that is not up. It's like hitting air. So remind yourself that although you might not be exactly where you want to be, and you might not be progressing at the speed that you want to be progressing at, you are doing well. You're ruffling feathers, you're making noise, you are progressing. But you must block out the noise. And you must continue. And go through these failures and go through these difficult times, because they are going to teach you everything and everything that you need to know about attaining success and then being able to replicate that success again and again and again. But I promise you, if you allow all of this to get to you and throw in the towel, you will start a trend that you will continue for the rest of your life, and you will never learn the lessons that you need to fulfill your goals, to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Failure is one of the greatest teachers that we will ever have. You've got to ask yourself, how much do you really learn from winning? How much do you really learn when something goes great in your life? You can reflect on it and you can feel really happy about it. And you can say, oh, that made me feel amazing. But in a practical sense, normally one or two things have just gone perfectly. And you can remember, well, that worked, so I'll do that again sometime. But maybe you learn one or two things from success. From failure, you can learn hundreds of things. And each failure that you go through, there are hundreds of different areas that you can improve. And as each failure comes about, you increase the likelihood that you are going to win next time, because you're just learning. So look, suck it up. It's going to be rough. There are going to be times where you feel like throwing in the towel. The motivation doesn't exist. People are saying nasty things. People are trying to put you down and knock you off balance. You must suck it up and keep going. If you do, you're going to have a hell of a life and you're going to achieve everything that you want to. If you don't, you won't. Look guys, I hope you took some value from this video today. If you did take some value, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel for much more from me, and comment your thoughts down below. I always love to hear what you got to say. And look, if you are interested, I run a free men's Discord community. I'm going to leave the link down below in the description of this video. And also, if you're interested in hopping on a one-to-one coaching call with me, the link is down below in the description of this video also. As always, guys, thank you for your time and your attention, and I will see you in the next one.